What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Oasis podcast, where we just chop shit up about life, gaming, past experiences, and what we do today. I'm accompanied here tonight by Ryan Mueller and Keaton Pierce from the band Too Close to Touch. What's up, guys?
Oh, hi.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going, man. Another Thursday. Thirsty
Thursday.
Day.
Yeah.
What if it was Thor's Day and not Thursday? Just a day for Thor.
We'll just grow our hair out. We fucking up.
Maybe in the the Marvel universe, Marvel with a V.
Only hammer-oriented tasks are allowed throughout the course of the day.
How am I supposed to take a shit?
Driving your car and you've got two hammers in your hand. Sorry, sir. I was just didn't mean to run the light. Couldn't steer my car.
So you guys, I just want to jump right into it. Maybe just get things rolling. Let's, Keaton, I want to ask you a question. Something that I think would be interesting for people to hear about. Well, who are you today?
I am a 30-year-old guy that loves people and music and gaming and authenticity that you find through all three of those things. I sort of went down and I guess you would call it unconventional path in life. At the time, unconventional. It sort of took a chance on some things, and it totally put me at a place in life that I never would thought I would be in, which is very fortunate to be able to do what I love and build these authentic relationships with people at the same time, which is playing music, and not just like playing music too, like still gaming. I've gamed my entire life as well, so there are authentic relationships that you make on both of those things, and that I'd say I guess that's why they're both sort of my two biggest passions, is because I love what can come from them. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. And that's something that me and Ryan touched on in the last podcast too, is like, it's crazy that like how much gaming has brought some of all three of our closest friends just through gaming, and all the experiences that we've had. Like, man, like I wouldn't trade them for nothing. Like I've had some of the best moments of my life just playing video games with some of my best friends. And it's just like, it's an interesting take because, you're not all hanging out, getting drunk in a bar or playing a sport together. Like it's literally unfiltered, just hanging out, unadulterated, just fucking chilling, big chilling. And you're all just seeing the real sides of each other. So it's like, it's easy to be comfortable,
Yeah, I agree with that too. Like at the same time, I do like I think that the reason why I like it so much too is because there are people like that play like sports and like pick up basketball and stuff or things like that, that do know the true sides of each other, and that's their thing, and that's cool. Like that is their gaming, but like gaming is our thing.
Right.
That's how we like that. That's what pulls our true selves out, I would say. And like for instance, you're talking about bringing people together and like opening up different opportunities. Ryan, he remains one of our best friends today, and super happy that you guys are doing this podcast. It's really, really cool. Kind of makes things come full circle. But I met Ryan through my roommate actually at the time, Ben, who was gaming with Ryan, and then it just sort of organically turned into this this domino effect, and we all started playing together. Next thing I know, we're all in Du Quoin. Was it Du Quoin? No, it was Rockford.
Rockford.
Yeah.
all sitting in a LAN center in Rockford for a Call of Duty tournament that's on a completely different console than we had practiced on.
Also thinking it's going to be 4v4.
Also thinking, yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. We all had a great time. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. I mean, it was so
Yeah,
fucking explosive, dude.
it was fun in the sense that we had fun, but the actual event itself was awful,
Yeah, I
right?
would say
And
that was my least favorite part. Like,
yeah,
it was
I would have rather just stayed at my parents' house with everybody, and we just like hammered beers and played video games by ourselves. Like that would have been more fun.
which we still did,
Which, yes, that
Yeah,
still
yeah,
happens. So
man. But no, but it's it's crazy how something like that, like if that tournament wouldn't have been in existence and you wouldn't have asked us like, hey, come up and play in this. And me and Tanner were just like, yeah, sure, let's just go to Chicago, play in
yeah.
a
Like
tournament.
that question could have single-handedly like changed our friendship, right? Like we were
Yeah,
all friends prior to that, but after we met each other in person and basically spent a week landing in my parents' basement, like we just from that point on, it was like lifelong friends.
like some fucking rock stars, dude. Oh man.
it's it's crazy, man. And to be honest, like if it wasn't for video games, we probably it's fairly easy to lose touch with people, no matter how hard you say you're not going to. And I can say that with confidence because I've made some incredible friends touring and through music that live on the other side of the country. But when we're home, we don't have any common interests. Like we don't do anything. We don't text every day. We don't talk every day, and it's very easy to unintentionally forget. Like not forget about them, but like life kind of picks back up where I left off, and
Yeah,
it's,
and when you're
it's
not communicating with each other every day, everything just grows farther and farther apart.
yeah,
Which is what's nice about gaming is like, you get home from work and you get online and all of your friends that have always been there are still always there and you just crank it up.
and it's like you go through phases. Maybe somebody doesn't hop on for a couple months, but when they come back, it's like nothing ever changed. It's like you
Yeah,
just
or
see him in Discord one day, and it's just like, oh man, welcome back.
yeah, or like game changes, right? Like there's been multiple times where we've been playing different games. Uh, like you play Rocket League a lot, and I played Rocket League a lot, and then I stopped playing Rocket League. And when Valorant came out, I played a shit ton of Valorant, and everybody else kind of did to start, but then everybody else stopped playing. But I just kept grinding Valorant out for like another like 3 or 4 months after everybody else had already stopped playing. But I mean, we're still all in the same Discord, so it wasn't ever like we stopped communicating, which was also nice, which is a nice thing about gaming is because you're still like, even if we're playing different games, we're still hanging out in the same Discord. We're still talking to all the same people. Like we're still chit chatting about other random ass shit.
Yeah, totally.
And that's the thing too, is that like if you really think about it, like I would have never met Keaton if it wouldn't have been for gaming, and I would have never met Ryan if it wouldn't have been for Keaton gaming with you in the past. So it's like you're right, like it's totally full circle, man. And it's a wild thing. I remember the first time I met Keaton, little did I know he was my fucking next door neighbor.
Oh,
Comes
you had toilet
over.
paper in my house before.
Yeah, probably did.
Did
But
you just say? Did you say toilet papered instead of teepeed?
Oh yeah,
uncultured swine.
yeah.
Wait, I'm just like, is that like something that's common in like Kentucky? Like people just call it like you toilet papered my house.
I mean, I don't think people really do that anymore
Well, yeah,
at
I don't
all.
think so
I don't
either. But I'm just asking in general, like, is that like I don't know, like pop
know.
and soda? Like, is it toilet papered instead of teepeed?
No,
No.
it's definitely TP'd for sure.
Oh, okay, okay.
You were getting real worried there. Like, wait, hold the fucking phone. Is it toilet paper down there?
Yeah, I
Oh,
was like,
crazy.
my mind was about to get blown, like, really was. Like, there's no way they call it toilet paper. That would have been mind fucked.
Oh shit.
What kind of toilet paper you guys use?
We use the Costco brand toilet paper. We get like the big ass fucking, like 800 roll package.
Jesus
The
fuck.
roll.
You have
Dude,
to bring your own forklift to Costco? Like,
yeah, pretty, yeah. I mean, that's why we got a minivan, was specifically so that we could put toilet paper in it.
A lot of pooping going on in that house.
What fucking
Okay.
spaghetti you can fit in this minivan, dude?
You won't believe how much toilet paper 2 kids can use. It is insane. Like, I think that they just like unroll half the roll to like wipe one time, and then they go through like a roll of toilet paper every couple of days. I feel like it's nuts.
And I'm not a toilet paper guy. I despise toilet paper.
You just don't use it.
Oh no, you're a wipes guy now, aren't you? I bet.
Yeah, dude. I'm all about.
Yeah. Do you use dude wipes?
You got to go paper to wipes.
No.
Wait,
can't
paper
just-
wipes? What?
No.
No, you start with paper and then you go to wipes. Otherwise, it's just wet.
Yeah, clean butthole, brother.
Wait,
Yeah,
are-
well,
wait.
you
You
get-
mean
you-
hold on? If you go from paper to wipes, it's still gonna be wet at the end. You got to go from
No, I know.
wipes to paper, right?
No, but you
This
don't.
sounds
sit-
like
you
a
don't start the
bad,
initial
bad
wipe.
concoction.
You don't do the initial wipe with just a wet wipe.
Oh yeah. 100%.
What if you had a tough time in there? What if
You just
what if
use
you
an
were
extra wipe
a
or two,
track
man.
star? What if things were running?
Yes, just use a couple extra. Sometimes you have to hit the shower. You never know.
Jesus.
You know what I'm saying? And then
Sometimes
it's
you
already wet, so it's like, the wipes are good for this. So
need to invest in a bidet. What those things are called?
yeah,
Yeah,
I wouldn't be
yeah.
opposed to that. But how? I mean, I don't know about you, but I definitely. Have you ever been in the shower and then you're like, oh man, I got to shit, but
Yeah, it's the
you're
worst.
showering, and then you're like, wait, I got to use toilet paper on my clean ass. It's like, fuck, might as well
Well,
just get back in the shower.
Yeah, not only that,
You
but
can
like
do
pooping.
both.
Just shit. I just shit in the shower, dude. What are you talking about?
God.
Did you get a garbage disposal installed in your bathtub?
Matter of fact, I did. What are you
Just so
gonna
you
do
could
about it?
poop in your shower? I don't know why how did we get here?
I don't know.
Well, on the fucking train.
All right. So,
Sure.
anyways, let's hop back on track.
Yeah. Oh man.
So I guess Keaton, let's touch on your music for a moment. So you guys just came out with a couple of new songs about a month and a half ago.
Yeah. Top of this. I guess it's been just at the 2-month mark. It was like top of December, I think, somewhere around then.
So how did you record those songs during quarantine?
Yes. So the way that we kind of work now is there's a studio here in town that my good friend Cole owns and is an engineer at, called Sightglass Sound, and it's a full service studio. It's awesome. He's got anything that we would need. So we did a lot of the tracking in there actually with him, and then I actually went down to Nashville. We did the songs with a guy named Dan Muckula, one of those two. Really good friend of ours, super talented producer. We just decided, and I decided that it would be best to like actually track with him there as we went through and as he produced it. So we found a time when, like, kind of in the break of the madness, where Nashville lifted their like border ban, or like whenever you couldn't leave Kentucky or you couldn't enter Nashville. I don't remember when that was. And yeah, he's got his studio right behind his house. Full-fledged, super awesome studio. Just went and stayed there for a few days and got the songs recorded.
Awesome. How long were you there for? Was it just a couple days?
Yeah. I mean, we had everything written. I had everything written for the most part before going down there. So, and had demo vocals already laid down to kind of use as a blueprint. So it was mostly just about getting the right takes and like vocal. It's actually the first time that I tracked vocals in like 8 months, 7 months, or something like that. And vocal tracking is like exhausting in itself anyway. it's like both mentally and physically exhausting. It doesn't sound like singing would really take it out of you like that, but
Dude, I know when I'm driving in the car and nobody wants to hear my singing. I know that for a fucking fact, but just trying to like stay in some kind of tune with somebody singing a full song, like right after I swear to God I see stars. I'm like, yeah, okay, fuck, dude. This can't be how they feel because if it is, they are fucking machines.
it's like really important too to obviously warm up before, but there was you you when you hit a breaking point in the day, like when he could tell and when I can tell that some vocal fatigue is setting in, that's when we would generally pull the plug on it for the day. And then there are days like the second day where I came in and I was just like warming up and kind of going along with the song and did some tracking on it. And then by the time we got to the end of it, the stuff I was singing was better than the takes that I had done the previous day. So we actually went back and retracked the entire first 2/3 of the song from the previous day. So that was like a super long day. It's like 8 or 9 hours.
That's fucking wild, man. I just like I got so much respect for just like musicians in general for dude cranking out any kind of content last year just with like all the quarantine fucking can't do this, can't do that, and everybody having to be in separate places and hey, you record this, we'll mix it up and get it all. That's just wild to me that it all can be done and it's not everybody having to be in the same place at the same time doing the same shit.
Yeah, so it was really interesting because when the guys actually recorded the guitar and drums and stuff, um, Dan was on a Zoom call at the studio, and then he had it set up remotely where he could take the tracks that were being recorded, like he was recording Mason and Kenny remotely through his computer, and then editing the tracks and picking the takes that he wanted to keep. And then once we had once all those files were sort of combined and stuff, and then they had all the takes, then they were sort of packaged up and sent to Dan, like the physical copies for him to mix, or not physical, but their audio tracks are generally pretty big, and a Pro Tools session will have like it saves a take, like every time you hit record, it saves that recording, so they can end up being pretty big.
So with that being said, man, let me follow up this question. Like, I know you guys did Warp Tour not last year, but the year before last, and you're saying like the strain it puts on you, like recording vocals and shit, and like how does one continuously stay like consistent on a tour? Like how, like what kind of reps do you got to go through? Like what do you do when you're not on stage? Is it like pretty intense or?
Uh, you have I mean, I guess some people can just do whatever they want, and their voice just holds through. But you have to sort of observe a definite degree of responsibility while you're out there. Um,
Not just getting
and that's what,
fucking tanked every night, dude,
yeah.
because it's like I would not be a good
Well,
I would not be a good musician. I'd just be like, fuck yeah, dude, let's go.
I, our band loves to have a good time and stuff, but um, everyone's really level headed and stuff as well. So there's no one like if it's not the right call to go out or to do something, like if we have a long drive or something like that, or a big show the next day, then everyone's generally pretty diligent about uh, keeping it a chill night. Drinking a lot of water. I plow through bottles of water on tour.
Oh, I can
Probably
imagine.
drink too much, to be honest. Like, cause yeah, it's I break the seal every day, every day.
Oh, Jesus.
right, right before I go on stage, it never fails. I'll like kill a bottle of water, go and use the bathroom. As soon as I step up there, massive urge, gotta go again. But then you forget about it,
Yeah.
and then you finish, and you're like, oh god,
I've really
piss.
got to pee.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm sweating or I pissed my pants. Either way, I'm good with it.
yeah, man. It's I mean, yeah, and you definitely there are little hitches that you hit that everyone hits along the way, and that's the downside to the human voice is you can't put a new set of strings on the human voice. You have to. It is your instrument, and
Right.
you you can sometimes has a mind of its own, which is kind of scary. But I've definitely been in some situations where I woke up during the day. Like you eventually kind of learn how to combat it and what to do, how to take care of it, unless you're just really sick. Like when you wake up. Um, so like waking up if your throat's sore or if you're not feeling great, stressing about it is the absolute worst thing that you can do. Just chill, try not to talk too much, do some light warm ups, drink or like plenty of fluids, and maybe take a nap. Wake up a few hours before the show, warm up, and a little bit of adrenaline can go a long way.
Right, man. I mean, you just gotta treat it like it's your tool, you know, like you're going to work. Like that's your tool. You take care of your tools, you'll always be able to get the job done. The moment you lose a fucking tool or fuck one up, like it's just gonna make your job infinitely that much harder. So it's very insightful to look at it that way.
Overthinking is overthinking's a bitch. And if like I had someone ask me the question the other night. Actually, they were like, when you look out and like see all those people and stuff, does it like do you get nervous? Like, does it make you anxious and stuff? And it's, honestly, no. I don't even think about it. I can't even
You ain't got
like
time, you know.
I don't have time.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't have time to like because I'm having to command the attention of
right,
people and do all these other things and focus on like where we are in the set and taking my breaks and little things like that. And the last thing that I have time to focus on is, I mean, every now and then you'll have a dude in the front row barricade that's he's just got that face. It's just like, okay, you're not having a good time. Clearly, you were not having a good time. Why are you here? He just sits there, and just stares, just
just
stares
mean
right
mugging
at
the
you.
whole time.
Yeah. So in that situation, I just stare right back, like quarter, half of a song. Look him right in the eyes, whole time. Do not break eye contact.
Speaking of interactions with people, what is the most absurd thing that has happened to you while you guys were on tour?
During a show or
I mean,
on,
yeah, well, yeah. How
yeah.
about this? How about both during your set and then anytime when you're not performing while you're on tour?
oh my god.
Can we get an A and a
Strap in,
B?
boys.
Yeah,
Oh man.
buckle
Strap in.
up.
um, you're gonna have to give me a second to think on this one.
Yeah,
I'll
no,
probably give you some gold. There's just too much gold, but some of the gold needs to stay in the vault. So I'm like, not in a bad way. Like it's just uh I'm cool with like sharing my business. Like I've never
yeah, if
done
it's
anything on
involving,
tour that yeah. I've like never done anything on tour that like I would be worried that other people found out because I mean I'll just laugh at it. It's like I would say the craziest. Let's see. Probably the craziest night for me personally would be um so it was during Warped, but it was on an off day. But it was the APMAs in Cleveland. Like the All Press Music Awards. And that was the year we won the award for best underground band. So there was an after party after the show um at this bar, free drinks. There was a room before with free drinks as well. I think everybody had a decent amount of wine. Uh, quote decent amount of wine. I think everybody was doing pretty all right. And because they told us before, like maybe 2 awards before, our project manager came up to us and looked at us, and she was just like, "Hey, relax, you won." I was like, "Holy shit!" That thing, I like killed like 2 glasses of wine because my heart was beating so fast and I was so anxious. And then it was just all chill. But so we went to a bar after for like the official after party, and it was me and 2 of the guys from Pierce the Vale and my friend Savannah, who had driven up from Lexington to actually attend there. She worked for Journeys. And we had some drinks together, and I went back to someone's hotel with like 3 other people. We get there, and I like walk in, use the bathroom, come back out, and everyone's just like asleep, clothes on, lights on, like all 3 people. I was in there for like 2 minutes. I was just like, all right. So I decided that it was going to be a smart move. I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to go find the buses. So I leave the hotel. It's 3:20 in the morning, downtown Cleveland. Not, maybe it was Columbus. Where's the Ohio State at? Is that Columbus?
I don't know my Ohio map very well.
Yeah,
Why?
it's kind of a big square. I think it's Columbus. I could be wrong. Watch it be
Yeah,
somewhere.
it's in Columbus. It's in Columbus.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. So downtown Columbus, and not a very awesome part of town, which I was told post fact. Fairly intoxicated, and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna find my way to the bus lot. Phone dies as soon as I walk out of the hotel. I don't have a key to get back in, to get back up to the room to charge it. So I don't have a way to contact anyone. So I'm just kind of standing there trying to weigh out my options, and I knew like we were leaving early. Bus call was at like 6 or 7 in the morning. So I just decided to go on a walking adventure by myself, fully dressed up, like shirt and tie, like nice clothes on, just through a really really rough part.
Just looking dressed to impress.
Yeah,
At 4
yeah,
a.m. wandering
yeah.
the streets of Columbus.
Yeah, looking like I would be somebody very easy to take advantage of and take everything that I own. And all of a sudden, I've been looking for like 45 minutes, and I see this silhouette just kind of like, I wouldn't call it walking, almost like marching, like in the distance down the sidewalk. And I'm just thinking like, oh god, all right, this drunk guy or like drunk homeless guy, like I, which is fine. Being homeless is cool. It's not cool, actually. Let me take that back. But if that's your thing, rock on. Anyway,
Yeah.
so I'm walking, and I'm like, well, uh, it's the only direction I haven't been, and there was an overpass that I was like on, so I couldn't go anywhere else. Like that was the way. And as he gets closer to me, I hear this like chanting in Australian. I was like, what? And he gets closer, and then I realize it is Jimmy, which is Hands Like House's front of house audio engineer, and he's just hammered, just like marching down the sidewalk, like doing this chant.
Just chanting at 3 a.m.
Middle of Columbus.
That's where I want to be.
And I was like, Jimmy. He's like, oh man, what you doing out here, mate? I was like, what are you doing, dude? I'm lost. He's like, oh, all right. I was like, please, like, help me out. He like took me back to their bus. He's like, yeah, buses are just right over here. They're like around one more corner.
What was he doing? Did you find out what he was doing?
He just felt like going for a walk. I was like, Jimmy, you don't. I mean, do it if you want, but don't. Like, pick a different time of the day to do that.
Fucking Jimmy. Pour one out for Jimmy. Hell yeah, dude.
He's a legend. He's an awesome guy. But yeah, no. So I ended up sleeping on their bus and then rode to the next date with them. Like the guys that tried to call me had no idea where I was.
Because your phone was dead, right?
Yeah. So I couldn't call anyone to find out directions or even an Uber. Like I did, I had nothing.
All you needed was Jimmy.
All I needed was Jimmy. That's right.
All right. So then what is the most absurd thing that happened to you while you were performing? All right, this could be anything from
Let's
like
see.
something that happened between like something that happened and you noticed it and nobody else did, like you did something, like maybe you sharded, I don't know. Just throwing out.
I have fortunately never shit my pants while playing a show.
That's a good thing.
That's a good thing. Yeah. I would say Orlando, Florida, back booth. Like one of our first 3-4 tours that we did. This dude wearing a giant bear costume, like full body bear costume. Hops on. Oh sure, yeah. Hops on stage. The people are like pouring off the stage, like crowd surfing, and it's just kind of like it's a super packed room that looks like it should maybe fit 250, but they sell 400 tickets.
It sounds
Yeah.
very Florida.
Yeah. It is definitely very Florida. And then the merch tables are somewhere in there too. Like there's no room in front of the merch table.
Just imagine the merch guy and the merch table's crowd surfing. Like, my shirt! It's too fucking packed in here, dude.
It's so crowded.
The merch tables are in there somewhere.
Crowd surfing the merch tables. Like, hey, would you like to buy this? It's $20. I'll come back for you later.
I'll come back around.
Oh
That's
man.
great.
No, so this people are like crowd surfing off, and then so the song ends. I look to the left of the stage, and there's this dude. It's like 6'4" in this bear costume, like helmet and everything, like full-fledged onesie, big bear. So we're about to go into the song "Hell to Pay," and he's like looking over at me, and I was just like, I'm motioning towards him. I'm like, yeah, 1 second, like let the song start. Like, don't just run out and like crowd jump in the middle of us talking, like during a transition. So I
Fuck it,
yelled,
we'll do it live.
I was like, when this shit kicks in, catch the bear. And before it kicked in, he got antsy and just runs up and jumps off the stage and throws like what I would describe to be a spin missile kick hybrid. Like, you know the parkour move where you're running and you jump and it's like a corkscrew almost.
I'm not
Like
fluent in parkour.
My parkour knowledge is vast.
Okay, I want you to imagine somebody that's like bending over at a 90-degree angle, right?
Yep.
Now picture if their legs were the opposite direction, like 180
Okay.
Like a frog splash?
No, like
So basically, he's like a sideways T.
it's like a side. Well, he is a lowercase r that turns into a uppercase L when he's in the air. He like you're running and then you jump and like throw your legs, like flip your leg. You know what? We're gonna figure this out.
Figure it out.
Because this is very crucial to the
Yeah, are you gonna Google common parkour moves?
Dial from Street Fighter.
images. Here we go.
I need.
That's just a guy running up a tree. Or
All of a sudden, he had a jar of honey.
is it a side flip? Like yeah.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I'm with you now.
Google parkour side flip and just look at the first pictures on Google Images. It looks like someone pasted these people in the air. Okay. So anyway, so it's about to kick in, and I just see him out of the corner of my eye run and pull one of those off the stage, and he just missile kicks this girl right in the face, drops her dead center of the crowd, like she goes down.
Oh my
You hear
god.
the oh, like from people, and the guys don't see it. I don't know how. So the song keeps playing, and I'm like sitting there like, are, are you okay? Like there's like a 250
There's
people
a
jumping around this girl that just got missile kicked by this giant bear.
there's
Nobody can
possibly
see
a
what's happening.
dead person in the crowd right now.
No, it like knocked her out.
Jesus.
Yeah, like he kicked her really hard.
So what happened to the bear then?
Uh
Did he just like bounce, or did he like stay, like hang out, and just keep
yeah,
rocking the bear
yeah,
costume?
he just kept fucking rocking it, man.
Ah, nice.
He was
Did he
just
ever take his like head off, like his bear helmet, I think you called it?
yeah. We took a picture with him at the end of the night.
Oh, nice.
He looks disgusting.
Yeah, he's probably covered in sweat, dude.
He looked drenched.
He's aware. Was the venue? Did it have? I mean, I'm assuming it had AC. It was in Florida, but I mean, you know
Barely.
how venues can be. Yeah. So yeah, he was probably just like soaked. He probably smelled so bad.
Dude, it was I mean, when you get to that point in the show, the whole room kind of has this like
Odor to
cohesive must
it.
sort of just yeah. I mean, you get a bunch of drunk, sweaty people,
Yeah.
and they're just sweating it out.
I can
Oh,
imagine.
Fuck, man.
Speaking of shows, do you remember the time that you guys played in Milwaukee? And
you bought 100 tacos and 90 bush lights,
yeah, yeah, that night.
and we finished them all.
That
No, we
was.
didn't finish them all. I don't think we drank. I mean,
We drank a lot, but I don't think we got through them all. And I don't think we did. We eat the 100. I don't think we ate the 100
we
tacos
didn't eat
either.
100 tacos. No.
Yeah, no.
Because we had some for breakfast the next morning. I'm pretty sure I remember Travis like loading up like some sort of satchel that he had with him. He was just like stuffing them in there.
Yeah, and the worst part about that night was the fact that because you rode with Danielle and I in our car back to our house, and we called ahead. We called Taco Bell ahead of time and said like, "Hey, like, we want to place an order for 100 tacos," and they're like,
That would
"Is
be
this some
so
sort of prank
bad.
call?" And we're like, "No, like, we'll pay over the phone right now for 100 tacos." And they're like, "No, you just pay when we get here." And we're like, "Okay." So like we were 30 minutes away from freaking Taco Bell, and we call. We're like, "Yeah, it's gonna take you a while to make 100 tacos." We get there, they're like, "Oh, we thought it was a prank call." What? I called you. I offered to pay over the phone.
If you called, ordered 100 tacos, and then paid for them over the phone, that would not be a prank call. That would be you buying the employees there 100 tacos if you didn't show up,
Yeah, exactly.
giving the company your money.
I would have paid for them. But yeah, that was a fun night. We got 100 tacos, a bunch of beer.
It was a really good night.
I think it was Travis and I that went and we like explored because you guys played at the Rave in Milwaukee,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm pretty sure that right across the street from the Rave is like one of the places where like Jeffrey
Dahmer.
Dahmer, got hotel rooms,
Mm-hmm.
because he was weird.
The Rave
Anyways,
is really interesting too because
they have that pool.
yeah, the haunted pool, I guess, where somebody drowned, and then I mean that's not cool. Drowning's not cool. I mean, I guess unless you're into that, but the green room back, I guess, whenever Prince played there for the first time, he gave like on his rider them a very very specific way that he wanted the green room decorated.
Yeah,
All these crazy like tapestries and stuff, and crazy color furniture and rugs and interesting wall art.
Yeah,
And they've just they just kept it like that way ever since. So it's super cool.
yeah. We were all in there. We were drinking beers because they had the fridges back there
They had
that had the
fridge
beer.
back
Yeah, we weren't paying for none of that beer there. Are you kidding me?
there. Nope.
Fuck, it's probably like $10 a cup, bro.
Yeah,
That shit's
probably.
insane.
Yeah.
Insane. Dude, I experienced that at Warped Tour with them because we were like, dude, I'm not buying beer here. This shit is crazy expensive. And I was sneaking beers. I kept having to go back to Hayes' car to get beers to bring all the guys on the bus. I was like, I'm going to get you beers, guys. I got you a 30 rack. Well, the thing was is that I could only carry so many at a time without being like, I had 30 beers in my backpack. So I'd bring like 8 to 10 beers or whatever. Well, it's fucking hot. And it was a long ass fucking walk, man. So I would end up drinking half the fucking beers. By the time I got there, I was like, boys, I brought back 3 beers. Let's get fucked up. They're like, dude, like, what the fuck? Like, dude, it's fucking hot, dude.
Was that at Nashville?
Yeah, dude.
Do you remember?
Oh my
Were you with
god.
me? Do you remember the dude on rollerblades that had the wizard staff in one hand and then the beer in
Do
the
I?
other?
Do I? Holy
God,
shit.
when we played Nashville Warped, there was just all of a sudden, like, to get up to catering and where press was, and like the front entrance where you go in because it's the Nashville Fairgrounds. It's a really steep hill. Like if you've ever seen Brink, Devil's Elbow,
Yeah,
like
absolutely. What
that,
you ever seen Brink?
that caliber, like it and not evenly paved at all. Like speed wobble central.
Okay,
And
okay.
this dude is on like it's either roller. I think it might have just been inline skates. It's like inline skates, and he has like 10 beer cans taped together in a wizard staff fashion, and then holding the beer in the other one, and just like he just starts going just like yeah, and just starts fucking coming down the hill, and halfway down hits a rock or something and just wipes out so
Oh
hard.
shit.
They had to call the first aid golf cart and get him out of there. He had, like, only like jean shorts on or something like that.
Oh yeah, incredible.
Ugh.
I when you described him with having like a wizard's hat on, right? Is that what you said? He had a wizard's hat?
No,
He had a
wizard's
wizard's
hat.
staff.
Like
Wizard
he
staff.
pulled a wizard's staff out of beer cans and duct tape.
No, I mean, I just once I heard like wizard, I just pictured a dude with no shirt on in jean shorts, with a long beard, a wizard's hat, and a staff on rollerblades. That was the instant
Tyler
image that
Shaw.
popped in my head.
Tyler Shaw?
Is that what Tyler looks like now?
No. No.
Oh man. I was gonna get really excited and be like, wait a second, send me a picture right now of what Tyler looks like.
Oh, I missed that man.
He looks exactly
The
the same
same?
as he did when he was 16.
10 years
Incredible.
ago.
Like, yeah, he looks the exact same. Hasn't changed a wink.
That doesn't surprise me. I was really hoping for like Wizard Tyler though. Not gonna lie.
Theoretically could.
Yeah, dude, he lost all kinds of weight, and he's like 6'3", has a long ass beard.
Orthopedic shoes.
Orthopedic shoes.
Oh man.
All right, boys. I think we should call it there. We've covered a lot over the past hour, and we could keep talking for another couple of hours with Keaton. But we
Just
should
keep
call
shoveling
it here.
coal into the train, man. We'll just keep shoveling coal.
Yeah. We could
Here.
go on. We could go on for hours. So we should end this one here, and then we can have a part 2 with Keaton soon.
Part 2? I'm down with that, man. For sure.
Yeah. No, I appreciate you guys having me. I'm gonna try to bring a special friend with me
Ooh.
on the next episode that we do, and maybe we can dive in, tell some interesting tour stories, and maybe me and him can bounce questions off each other. I don't know.
I'm all in for that, man. Just get a good squad cast going. That'd be nice, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So thank you everybody for listening. We really, really, really appreciate it.
Love, all love.
Yeah, like, subscribe, all that cool stuff that all the cool people say when they're done doing cool video and podcast things. Thank you again for stopping by and listening, and you guys have a great day.
See you guys.
'Cause everyone's got an agenda, looking for something better, trying to get